Hey everyone, so this is just our 2024 Living with Purpose planner. This planner is now available. It does come with different covers, but I just wanted to do a quick run through of how it looks so you guys can see it. So here is one of the covers. This is just me and Desiree on the front. It does come with a 1-year outlook, as well as a cleaning household checklist that you can follow or not follow. And then it comes with a 1-year outlook. This is only in the beginning with the expenditures. So you're gonna write down everything that you have to pay in the year that you know of, so that you can start tracking and see if you can keep, cut, or lower any of those. That is the whole purpose of this, is so that you can see where your money is going or where has it been going to, so that you can start getting your budget together. Then we have the monthlies, which this also comes in undated if you want to get it without the dated months in it. But it will have the monthly with the notes section that you can add to do things to for the month, and then fill out your calendars. Now I have tabs on mine, but this because I bought these last year for the last planner and I had extras. So I just went ahead and put these tabs in here. But I'm gonna scroll to an empty month because, as you can see, I've already started filling mine out. Well, I'll show you guys, it doesn't matter. So this is January. I'm gonna go ahead. Then you have your smart purpose. Now this smart purpose could be for the year, for the month. So if you're doing it for the month, then you're just focusing these goals over 1 month time span. If you're doing one smart goal for the whole year that you want done at the end of the year, you're gonna focus each month towards that goal. So you know it's gonna be the same smart goal. You're gonna put your time frame out, and then you're just gonna make sure every month, whatever you're doing now and doing later is critical to meeting that goal at the end of the year. So that's how you'll fill this out. Mine right now is just focus for the month for my mental health into next month. So how am I gonna do that? How does that happen? I need to do these now, do these later. This is our strategic planning. And then what's critical and what's not critical. So do now because it's critical. It's not critical, but do it now. Later in the criticals. And then this is do later, not critical, and do later, critical. So you see how that works. Any little notes you need to add in there. So in mine, we have the BiWeekly Budgeting. So let me take you to a clean one so that you can see. The BiWeekly Budgeting, you're gonna put your income and you're gonna total it out here, all your expenses, what you're budgeting for it, so you can look ahead. And then once you actually start paying them, you're gonna put the actual in there so that you can see the difference. I used to never use the actual, but now I do, because now I'm seeing the difference in that change that I have left over and where I'm actually spending that. So then once I go to here, I go into my sinking funds, but I also call these my envelopes, and what I'm putting in them for the 2-week time frame. So then I go into here and debt, which my debt runs into my expenses because I do an automatic pool. So I don't really use this one right now until I go into the bigger things like the house and stuff of that nature. Right now it's the smaller debts. And then I'm totaling. And then down here, you can put the total income you're expecting, the total expenses, any savings, your envelopes, and then get a total remaining down here so that you can see where your money is going. Your actual may be different than your budgeted. You could be over or under, which is good. So that keeps you in line with how you're spending. So I keep up with my receipts in mine as well, highlight as stuff is getting paid out. So here, we kind of have our meal planning all over the place, and I do it like this because we can make whatever we want as long as it's on the plan. So let me show you how we do ours. So this is a bi-weekly meal plan. Right now we primarily do dinner because the kids are in school, breakfast and lunch is at school, and then I take my breakfast with me to work. So we're not really worried about it. But during the summer, I use breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I have to plan for all of it for what I'm having to spend. So this is a 2-week time frame. And on January's, I will show you what I like to do is actually put the days up here so that I'm keeping track of what day of the week it is for that meal plan, even though we ship them around like we want. Now, the best part about this is once you finish your meal planning, you know, you have to go grocery shopping. See what's in your cabinet, which you don't have. now you're running into your dry goods. Now this is your weekly, your bi-weekly shopping list, and you can budget in your final cost, which is why, let me show you guys, I know I'm flipping back and forth, why I do it like this. I had so much budgeted for household and for groceries. So what I do, I'm making it, we did ours weekly, which is why it's only half filled, not fully filled. But we fill it out for what we need, what we have, the budgeted amount, what we spent, and I'm keeping my receipts in here so that I can keep up with what I spent. I'm doing that with multiple things. I'm keeping my receipts in here depending on what fund I'm spending out of. So I have that in here because I just like to see where the money's going. I'm keeping track. I think I'm doing a better job of keeping track already this year versus last year. Trying to do better. It's not perfect, but I'm trying to do better. So this planner is just for me as it is for anybody else. And then we have our weekly priorities. So with the weekly priorities, these are your major projects and priorities, or your top priorities for yourself. And then you're just gonna go in, and this is for 2 weeks now. So you're gonna fill in what you need to handle. That's your priorities. You can put smaller things on here if it goes into a bigger goal, but you don't have to, because you have your dailies to do your smaller items. This is your overview for the week, like your must-haves. So these are things to keep up with. As you can see, you have your, I've been filling out and doing. So you have Sunday, Monday, changed it up, where this is Tuesday, because we're gonna start it with Sunday, and we're ending with Friday and Saturday at the end of the week versus how it used to be done, where you had a whole page for Monday, a whole page for Tuesday, and we weren't really using all of that space. This has come out way better to use versus having to do a whole page, because then I felt like I wasn't keeping up with stuff, and then I was having to flip to get to this page to see what I did here versus what I did here. So this makes it a lot easier to see what I need to do, what's happening in the week, and how to keep going. So yeah, so there's 2 weeks. This is 1 week, 2 weeks, Sunday to Saturday, and you just fill it out like you need to. And then you go into your next one, you'll get another bi-weekly budgeting, a bi-weekly meal planning. And this says weekly shopping list, and I just realized that, but it is bi-weekly. I will have that updated before the next ones go out, because the ones that have already gone out will have weekly on it, but it's for bi-weekly. And then you'll go into this, that's your 2 weeks, and then into your next month. So the best thing with these is that now, instead of having 2 planners that you have to get, it all fit into one. So this one goes from January to December. The whole thing fit in here. It's a good size. This is 8.5 by 11. I use it at the house while I'm doing all of my stuff on the computer. So it just seems to be working perfectly. Still trying to figure out a smaller size, but for now, this 8.5 by 11 seems to be working, because getting that smaller size has been an issue with printing so far, but I digress. But yeah, so that is the planner, the 2024. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Send us a message at support@snwgifts.net, and we will answer you. So yeah, I think that was all I had. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, deuces.